Hi everyone. Good evening, guys. Good evening, all of you. Everyone, how are you? Right, Murganka, Akand, Praneeth, Sunita, everyone. Mahidar, Messi, Deb, yeah, Shubh Saintram, yeah. कैसा हो आप? राइट, मैं अच्छा हूँ. राइट, आप कैसा हो? गौरव, गुड इवनिंग. यशवर्धन, अभी, फारिस, नागराजू, good evening everyone. Sunil, namaste, namaste. Right, how are you all? Everyone, how are you? Everyone, how are you? Doing good? Okay, very good, very good. Right, yes, I am also doing good. Yeah, so in YouTube also 10 people joined already. Right, okay. uh, Here, yes, I am good as usual. So here, yeah, Samar Badur Verma, fine, very good. Right, न्यू स्टूडेंट ऑनवर्ड्स. ओके, कौन सा नाम पे न्यू स्टूडेंट? मनी का नाम पे और देव का नाम पे? नागराजू, गुड मॉर्निंग. एनी चांस ऑफ शिफ्टिंग क्लास टाइमिंग? नो चांस ऑफ शिफ्टिंग क्लास टाइमिंग बिकॉज my regular class timing will be this one only, right? 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. is my regular class timing na. So this is my main plus class timing, you can say, right? So since I have joined Unacademy, this is my regular class timing. How many pages required is Akhand? 35 sessions will be having and 70 hours will be having. Okay, right? Those who are live in YouTube also. So actually 35 sessions will be taking from now onwards up to July 5th it will go, right? Monday to Saturday only classes will be there. And yeah, it is showing it is in August, but okay. Yes, sufficient. Akan it is sufficient, right? In the planner it is showing till August. It will be modified, don't worry, Shiva. Don't worry, it will be modified. Right, don't worry, it will be modified. It will be modified, right? Messi, it will be modified, right? Unacademy is working on that. Actually it has to be done by today itself, but okay, it will be done mostly by tomorrow, or if it is not by tomorrow, mostly by Monday it will be done, right? So but the class will be up to which one? This is July 5th only. Okay, 35 sessions, right? Vishnu, good evening. Right, so here fundamentals of this surveying we'll discuss, right? Before we enter into this, the basic introduction we'll see here, everyone. And now coming to this, right? This is a full length course on what? Surveying or geomatics engineering, right? Your comment once. Morning not possible because from 9:15 BV sir maths class is going on. Okay, yeah, morning anyway. I'm taking which one? Yes, summer full course. Actually it is happening in which one? Full course will be happening in the plus course, Unacademy plus only this first class, right? Only this first session will be running in this YouTube live also, right? Other sessions will not be running. Okay, yes, questions practice. So Shiva, as usual, what we'll do is we'll do other than PYQs here, and for PYQs, yes, 35 lectures only. Yes, 35 lectures only, right? Abhi, other than PYQs we'll do here. PYQs will be having a separate series. Okay, in the YouTube classes or in the special classes we'll be running a PYQ series, you can say. Okay, so for GATE and ESE especially we will be running PYQ series in the Unacademy special classes, right? So that what will happen? Yeah, like highway we have done. Yes, like highway which we have done na? Yes, right? Yeah, simultaneously means highway PYQs are running na? Yes, we'll start highway anyway, nobody is attending. We'll start these PYQs after first chapter is over. Okay, once the first chapter is over, we'll start the PYQs of the surveying simultaneously. Okay, right? That would be better. So that what will happen? The other than PYQs will be solved in the class plus class, and PYQs will be solved in this, and so you will be coming across many questions na. So you'll come across many questions, right? Yes, good evening. Right, here coming to the details of this plus course, you can say everyone. 26th May, that is today will be the starting date, and the course will go up to 5th July, right? So I told you, right? Course will go up to 5th July. Every day the class timings will be from 8 p.m. to this 10 p.m. 2 hours class will be there, and Monday to Saturday only you will be having the classes. Okay, so total how many sessions will be there? Total 35 sessions will be there. Okay, total how many sessions? You can say 35 sessions will be there. You can see if you just observe, right? Okay, 70 hours, 35 sessions means, right? So now coming to this syllabus. So what is there in this GATE syllabus? If you just observe, principle of this surveying, is not. So what is the main principle of this surveying? We'll see, right? We'll see. Don't worry, everything, right? Errors and their adjustment. Next, lag ho gaya, lag. Is a lag for anyone? In YouTube it will be lag for 5 seconds to 10 seconds, but in the plus may not be lag, it seems, right? Okay, no lag, very good. Errors and their adjustments, maps, scale, right? This scale is Monday to Saturday, right? Not Monday to Friday, Monday to Saturday. Already the scheduling is done. So already scheduling is done. Already I have asked for the timing and everything, right? Timing, okay, I have fixed only. So that everything I have asked in the class itself, right? Previous classes, right? Plus classes. If you're attending regularly, then you can understand. Yeah. Next, coordinate systems. So what is this coordinate system? You can say this coordinate system will be generally nothing but your which one? This is identifying the lengths, identifying the locations, is not vertical distance, horizontal distance with reference to a particular point. That is coordinate system. No? So what is the meaning of coordinate, all of you? With reference to a fixed location called as origin, you are locating one particular point A. So what does it mean? Point A is having 2, 3 as the coordinates, right? What does it mean? It means that with respect to this fixed point origin, so where it is located at a distance of this 2 units from this in the x direction and 3 units in this y direction. You can say it like that. So coordinates are nothing but which one? With respect to some fixed location, identifying the location of other points, right? That is your coordinate system, we can say, right? Like that. Is it clear? So that means the latitude and the departure one is there, na? That is mainly. So what they are telling about this coordinate system means latitude and this departure they are mainly talking about, right? You understood what is the meaning of this coordinate system here? What is the meaning of this coordinate system? Everybody understood or not? The coordinate system means what? Latitude and this departure, okay? Latitude and this departure, you can say, right? So errors and this survey adjustments we are having, in this only we are discussing this coordinate system, right? And distance and this angle measurement, okay? So what we'll be doing is, first after this principles of the surveying or basics of the surveying, we'll be going for the linear measurements, right? What is that linear? You can say distance measurement only, now, and angle measurement. How can we do this angle measurement, everyone? How can you measure the angles? Mainly by means of this compass, na, basic instrument, and you can use the theodolite also, na, is that no? Compass, theodolite are the instruments we'll be using for measurement of these angles, you can say. And leveling. So leveling, what is the purpose of this leveling? Yeah, Dev. I am good. Okay, how are you in YouTube, Dev? Right. Satyam, good evening. So leveling means what? It is mainly dealing about which one? Horizontal distances, or it is mainly dealing about this vertical distances, you can say. It is mainly dealing about this vertical distances, na? Yeah, Pranav, total station also will be there. Yes, total station will be all-rounder, yes, na? You can measure whatever you want, right? Distances, horizontal distances, vertical distances, horizontal angles, vertical angles, areas. It's just an all-rounder, you can say, right? Except plane table survey, it will do all the things, yes, na? All other things, right? Yeah. And trigonometric leveling, right? So what is a trigonometric leveling, you can say? Using the name itself is telling that leveling is nothing but calculating mainly which one these reduced levels are vertical distances with respect to a reference location, na? And trigonometric leveling means what? What is the meaning of it? Using the trigonometric functions and the trigonometric basics will be calculating these reduced levels, right? That is what, right? आप offline में कब पढ़ोगे means mostly at the end of this July or September. If not July, September mostly. That is what the tentative period which they said, but I don't know exactly. It is not yet confirmed, right? Which time I will be coming there, depending upon the batches. Once all batches are started now, so then I'll be starting. I'll be coming there, right? Highway first I'll be starting. Yeah, transportation I'll be coming for mainly. Transportation, surveying, and steel structures, right? Among these 3 subjects, right? Mostly 2 subjects or 3 subjects I'll take there. Okay, right? Aditya, good evening. Here traversing. So what is it, traversing? this kind of this closed traverse will be there and open traverse will be there, na? Yes or no? Starting point and ending point are meeting same means closed traverse, not meeting means open traverse simply, right? So simply what is the meaning of traverse? Lines and angles combination is called as traverse, na? Yes, absolutely, right? And triangulation survey, actually this triangulation survey is which one little bit advanced kind of this survey. Advanced means it was there since very long times only, but it is advanced method you can say. And what is that you are doing is only one line will measure, right? It's not GS. I don't know exactly in offline. Online I will be taking GS, right? Offline I don't know because all subjects we have to manage, na? Is no? It is depending upon the adjustment of faculty, and it is depending upon the availability of faculty, and offline and all online management together they will be distributing the subjects for offline and online classes. Okay, that is what. Now suppose if you are having a river like this, so whenever हमारे पास एक river है इधर, so can we able to measure all these distances and these angles? Can we able to place our chain on the river? आप हमारा आपका चेन को रिवर में प्लेस करें तो क्या होगा? क्या होगा? So what will happen if you are placing your chain, right? So here it will be going somewhere else, na? Yes or no? So if it is starting in which one, if you are placing it in Ganges river or Ganga river, right, what will happen? So it will go to some other country, na? Yes or no? So like that many rivers are there, right? It will directly go to samundar and ocean. It will be mixing with some other country. So here it will be starting and it will go, and you can collect it in America, you can say. It's not, isn't it? So don't do such kind of activities, right? For that, what we need to do then? Do you have any problem in measuring this length, all of you? Is there problematic in measuring this length AB? Using chain or whatever the instrument, is this problematic? No problem, absolutely we can measure this length, na? Yes, absolutely we can measure this length, you can say, right? Absolutely we can measure this length, you can say that, because actually I am very much engaged with these technical subjects now. Already that engineering, drawing and aptitude extra subjects I am taking, and engineering mechanics also I have started recently. So with these subjects itself my schedule is fully engaging, so that's why I am not focusing much on these other general subjects, you can say. Okay, I have started taking in special classes in the starting, just 1 or 2 classes taken, but what happens now? So because of this technical subjects burden, I could not take it, right? Many subjects are pending now, many subjects are there here, right? I have to complete all these subjects, right? So then where is time to focus on the GS general subjects? It is not available, no? That is why. So that's why most important subject that aptitude I am taking, reasoning and aptitude. Okay, right? AB you can measure, and what you can do is, after measuring this AB, can't you calculate these distances and these angles? Do you have any problem? After measuring this AB and you just locate this angle, you measure this angle and you measure this angle, and can't you identify the other lengths? Is it problematic to calculate this other lengths? Do you need to keep the chain, or without keeping the chain or tape itself you can get know these values? You know these values without keeping, right? You know these values without keeping this chain or this tape, na? Yeah, Satyaprakash, YouTube पर full नहीं होगा, एक पहला क्लास भी होगा, right? Only this class will be happening live in YouTube, the first and foremost class only, first session only. So second session onwards it will be only in Unacademy Plus. Okay, full length courses will never happen on YouTube. Okay, right. There will be like a crash, they will happen, but full length will not happen. Okay, so just for showing you how just a trial, yes, only a trailer, how the plus classes will be, to show that only Unacademy has introduced this one, you can say. Okay, right, Momita, good evening. So now, do you have any problem in measuring this AC distance and this CB distance, BC distance, everyone? Alright, yeah. One sec, this pen is not working. One sec. One sec, let me refresh. Yeah, Yeah, C placed inside the river. Yes. So even though C is placed, arey yaar, what happened? Arey, then the entire PDF has gone. Kuch to kuch hua. Wait a minute, I'll just upload. Yeah, today is introduction class and we'll be starting that fundamentals first chapter also, right? Introduction will be done for half of the class and the remaining class first chapter will be starting. Okay, just a second. अरे यार क्या हो गया इधर, I don't know. Yeah, this we are explaining, na? Yes or no? So all whatever I have written, it's gone. Okay, let it be, no problem. So here, what is that we are discussing? So this is what you are having, na? So here, this is your A, you can say, yes, no? This is your B, you can say, if you just observe. Whenever you are identifying this point C, yeah, Unacademy वाला क्लास IPL देखने गया या 7:30 शुरू हो गया ना क्लास, so IPL, right? So here AB you can measure and these angles also you can measure, and you can do you need to measure this BC and this AC directly or no need? We can just calculate the, so no, we can just calculate from this AB measurement and these angles, na? So that is what, right? We'll measure only the properties of one line, remaining all line distances, angles will be calculating, right? That is your triangulation survey, you can say, right? Or you can measure these angles first and you can get the distances from there, right? You can calculate the distances from there, right? Only one or two values will be measuring practically, remaining all other values will be calculating, right? So that is your mainly that triangulation survey, you can say. Is that clear, everyone? What is that we are doing in this triangulation survey? Is now triangulation survey kya hoga? Is that clear, everyone? Is now right? Now total station. So what is that a total station? Total station, the name itself is telling that pura ka pura surveying instruments are there here. Pura ka pura surveying instruments are there here, right? That is what total station, right? Yeah, Shiva, after surveying, I will do continuously the structural subjects, okay? Structural strength of materials is there, structural is there, RCC is there, steel is there, na? So these subjects I will be doing continuously, okay? In between, which one will come? Highway engineering, transportation will come, right? Offline and online together at a time, okay? But apart from that, continuously structures will be doing, right? Right. Next, total station means, can we say what we cannot do with total station? Yeah, TE again will come, right? TE again will come, right? Definitely. TE will come 3 times definitely, right? Every year they TE I will be taking 3 times, right? 2 times full length course, 1 time which one crash course will come, right? In a 1 year span, 2 times which one? 2 times full length course and 1 time which one? This crash course will come, right? Crash course will come just before the examination, okay? Crash course will come just before the examination, and full length again will come offline and online together, is ना? So offline में classes चल रहा है ना, वो online में भी देख सकते हैं ना, is ना? Offline और online दोनों platforms पर एक ही समय में चलता है ना वो, is ना? So whenever I am taking this offline na, so first I will be taking that highway only, right? Both will come. Yes, yes, yes. Actually, when I am going for this offline na, all will be taken, right? And again in that online, in the online, right? What I have taken, you can say. Online I have taken only highway, railway, airport I did not take, right? I will be taking them, right? Don't worry. So after this quantitative aptitude is over in the morning, so next month, right? And next month means mostly July, August, September, right? Those months I will be taking the railway and airport, right? Now, whenever we are having these empty slots in the morning, na, then I will be taking this railway, airport, and these small chota bacha subjects I will be taking, okay? But mainly main subjects will be doing in the evening, you can say, okay? Jatin, good evening. Yeah. R Gyanendra Prabhu, hello, good evening. Yeah, chota bacha subjects. Oh, chota bacha wala subjects na, railway and airport. Yes, na, very small subjects, na, right? So next, total station we have stopped, right? Total station name itself is telling that क्या बता रहे हैं नाम? Total station बोले तो क्या? पूरा का पूरा सर्वेइंग इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स उसमें टोटल स्टेशन में भी है ना, ऐसा ना? So what is that you can do? You can measure the horizontal angles, you can measure the vertical angles, you can measure the horizontal distances, you can measure the vertical inclined distances, right? What not can you measure? You can do the traversing, you can calculate the areas, you can calculate the volume of earthwork, right? Yes, na? So it will just give this profile also, right? Leveling it will do, right? Every activity it will do except plane table survey, okay? Except plane table, na? Each and every activity that a total station will do, right? So that is why you call it as total station, right? Yes, angle also. I told you no, horizontal angle, vertical angle means angles are included definitely, na? It's a knock hand, right? So that is what. Everything you can do except plane tabling, okay? Except plane tabling, right? Plane table survey bole to, this is your plane table you are having, you can say. So these are the stations A, B, ऐसा stations रहते हैं ना. So C, this is D. So what we'll be doing here, if you just observe this, you locate and you just draw the radial lines up to this, you just draw the radial lines towards this, radial line towards this, radial line towards this, and what you do, you measure this AB distance, right? You measure this OA distance and you just mark here small a, okay? You measure this OB distance, you just mark which one, this is small b, right? Like that we will be getting these points drawn now. That is your plane table survey, right? Here drawing the points, right? What is that you can say? Suppose if one point is missing, you can identify that point also, right? Because today you are doing the surveying and suddenly rain has started. What happens? Some 4 points you are done, for 5th point also done, but it is not noted. Then what you need to do? Tomorrow again you will come and you can note that point, you can identify that point in the map. That is what you can do, right? Missing points also you can identify, right? That is plane table survey. Next, okay, horizontal and this vertical curves, is not horizontal and this vertical curves. So curves horizontal will be there, right? Mainly horizontal and vertical curves are for which purpose, you can say? These curves are for which purpose, everyone? Road construction, railway construction, and this tunnel construction, right? So these are the main usages of these curves, na? Is that no? Curves will be used for road construction, railway construction, and pedestrian footpath construction, right? Pipeline construction, and all these things, these are useful or not? Absolutely yes, right? And photogrammetry and remote sensing, right? Aerial photogrammetry, right? Aerial photogrammetry, right? ये aerial photogrammetry क्या है? If you just observe when you are taking the photographs from this aeroplane, what is this one? What is this? That is your aeroplane, na? Yes or no? So whenever you are attaching a camera to this aeroplane, right, what will happen? It will be covering some ground area, na? Yes or no? It will be covering some ground area like this or not? So that will be covering some ground area like this, na? It will take the photograph or not, everyone? Yes, right? So we'll be moving our aeroplane or helicopter or this drone continuously and we'll be taking fatafat then we'll be taking the photos, right? And we'll be joining these photos which eliminating that overlap, you can say it like that, is not? So to form a map or to form a plan, whatever it is, right? Sachin, good evening. Is it clear? What is that aerial photogrammetry? Yeah. Remote sensing. What is that remote sensing? The name itself is telling that we will be sensing or will be getting the data from here itself or from some other location. Remote area. Aparna, Sachin, good evening. From where we are getting the data? From where we are sensing the data? From remote area, right? Yes, now that satellite will be there, na? Yes or no? Satellite will be there. So that sun rays will be falling onto the ground, you can say. Yes, now. So light source will be there, that light source will be emitting the light and it will be falling, that light will be falling onto the ground and it will be reflected, right? It will be reflected, right? And for this satellite you will be having some receiver, so that receiver will be observing which one? The scattering of this light rays, right? It is not taking the photo, you have to be careful. Yeah, Sachin, good evening, how are you? That remote sensing is not photographic one, you have to be careful. Yes, na? It is not the photographic one. So what is that you can say? It will be just observing how the light is changing, how much light intensity, where it is changing, right? So depending upon the light intensity changing, it will be identifying that okay, this is water, this is vegetation, right? Means forest is there, so this is concrete structures are there, right? Like that it will be identifying, you can say, right? This is where the normal ground is there, right? Like that it will be sensing the data from this satellite based on the light reflection and light absorption characteristics, you can say. Okay, either you can use the natural source, that is sunlight, or you can use which one, that satellite itself will be having some light, that light will be focused onto this ground, and based on this light scattering or light reflection, light intensity change, that satellite receiver will be observing that, right? What kind of object may be present it is, right? So that blue color, red color, so that green color, different colors you can observe now, isn't it? Have you observed whenever you are going into this cinema theater or this airport or these locations, you have to railway stations, when you are entering you have to keep your bag there na, and on the computer screen that fellow is observing na, have you observed that? So those kind of things only there in that checking point we are doing then and there itself, but here we are doing the same activity, similar kind of activity from remote area, from long distance area. It's not, is it clear? There they are doing that X-ray, but here what is that we are doing? Light interaction, right? So here this is your sun akhand, what is that you are having, right? This is your ground, let us say, just for an example, right? This is some hill, okay, and this is some vegetation, right? Means trees are there if you just observe, and this is some which one, this is a pond is there, yes, no? Now whenever that sunlight is falling on this, now tell me the interaction of this sunlight with this vegetation, that is forest or trees, and with the hill and with the water and with the normal ground, will it be same or it will be different? Okay, it will be different with the different materials, obviously na, yes or no? It will be different with the different materials, obviously, right? So that is what we will catch. Okay, so our satellite yaha rahega, so our satellite will be just present here and it will be observing, are yaar light kaisa interact ho raha hai, right? So light properties kaisa change ho raha hai, right? How the properties of this light are changing, based on the change it is observing that, okay, so it is just getting the data and we have to analyze it in our office. Okay, light intensity is changing like this, light is interacting with this particular material like this, so it might be water, it might be vegetation, right? Like that you have to analyze it later. Okay, so but which one is easy, tell me? Photogrammetry will be easy or this remote sensing will be easy? Which one is easy, tell me? Photogrammetry will be easy na, yes or no? Because whenever you are taking the photograph from this aeroplane na, are you not going to get any details, or you are going to get the exact details present? You are going to get the exact details present, you can see what is that also. But in the remote sensing, can you practically see? No, only that light changes you can go for, right? Only that light changes you can go for, right? Yes, only that light changes you can go for. Yes, whenever this light changes are there na, so whenever that light changes are there, so that only you can observe, from that you have to identify, okay, this is how that light interaction is changing with the material, so this material must be this one, you have to identify, right? Like that. Is it clear? Got the point? Which one is better? Aerial photogrammetry is better, but okay, for smaller areas, some one district if you are doing surveying, then photogrammetry is better. But for the entire state, if you wanted to do at a time, photogrammetry will not be sufficient na, yes or no? So remote sensing, GAS, they will be useful, you can say, right? They will be mostly useful, right? Like that. Is it clear? Vivek, good evening. So depending upon your requirement, you have to choose it. Okay, depending upon the requirement, you have to choose it, right? Next, flying height. In this flying height only, so this is the flying height, right? At which height it is flying, so that we are supposed to calculate, you can say. Okay, height of this ground is a small h, like that. This flying height calculations are which one? Most repeated questions, you can say. Okay, in many of the examinations na, even in GATE also, majority questions from this aerial photogrammetry are based on this flying height only, you can say. It's not numerical questions if they are from unstoppable. Good evening. Now basics of this remote sensing, already remote sensing is given. Basics of this remote sensing, and this is GIS, right? What is the GIS? Yeah, Remote sensing is observation from which one? So remote sensing is what you can say here. You will be sending the light from this artificial light or natural light, sun, and you will be observing the interaction of this light with these different objects on the ground. Based on this interaction, you will be identifying which type of object it is. So that is your which one, this remote sensing you can say. Is not remote sensing you can say. But what is the total station? Total station means that you will be just standing on the ground itself, right? You will be just standing on the ground itself, and you will be taking one prism here or reflector. So you will be just focusing on the center of this prism, and it will be sending some rays, and these rays will be reflected depending upon that angle, vertical angle, horizontal angle, and these elevations, right? All these distances and every horizontal distances and everything will be observed here, right? That is the difference you can say. Everything will be observed here, right? That is the difference, right? Got the point, Ashwini? So total station is a ground working one, but this remote sensing, is it a ground working or it is out of ground? It is out of ground now, that receiver and everything will be out of ground, it is present, right? And after that you have to do the process, right? Lot of process, right? Everything, right? Here we are doing it on the ground directly. Now GIS, what is a GIS you can say? Geographical information system, na? Yes or no? Using that remote sensing techniques, we will be getting which one? This is geographical information system, right? So what is a geographical information system you can say? Mainly it will be useful for which purpose? Can we use that GIS for normal house construction project? हम G+1 कंस्ट्रक्शन करने के सोच रहे हैं, उसके लिए GIS यूज करते हैं क्या हमने? No, we cannot use that GIS for that purpose, right? So very big hydropower project is there, is na? So then identification of these minerals, is na? Identification of these ores, right? Iron ores and these coal ores, right? Like that gold ores, right? Whatever it is present. So these minerals identification, type of this soil observation, right? For all these kind of things that GIS will be used. Okay, can we use that GIS for this chota bacha projects? No, for chota bacha projects हम GIS को नहीं use कर सकते, right? Like that. Is it clear? Have you get that little idea? What is that GATE syllabus of the surveying? Is that? So this errors and adjustment means, can you give guarantee that always you are doing perfect measurement? No, na. Yes or no? So whenever you are doing this, whenever you are observing, na. So whenever you are observing, so that a telescope, right? So let us say when you are doing this, right? So CSE girl is passing there, right? Then what will happen? Instead of taking reading on this staff level stuff, you will be taking reading somewhere else, right? So is it possible to get exactly 100% results? Is it possible to get 100% absolutely correct results? No, not possible, na? Yes or no? Not possible, right? Not possible. And sometimes what will happen when you are doing this surveying, na? Those CSE girls will come and ask, hey, अरे भैया वो क्या देख रहा है आपने, right? When you are doing this surveying, especially in the second year, na, all other branch people will come and ask, अरे भैया क्या देख रहे हैं, मैं एक बार देख सकते हैं क्या नहीं? Like that, is na? So then you say that, hey, okay, yeah, ये विष्णु का भैया है ना? Okay, so this विष्णु का भैया, so मेरा something else, right? Like that he will think inside and he will say, okay, okay, you come and see, like that he'll say. Isn't it? Second year में corona था, okay, corona batch, then you did not enjoy this one. So even when we are working as a faculty in engineering college, right, we observe these kind of things. Even when we are doing BTech, na, we are doing BTech, and when we become faculty, we observe the same thing many times, right? So they will just look at you like anything, right? So you will become hero in surveying lab at the time, you can say, if you just observe, right? Yeah, Satish, good evening. You also observe that? How many girls you have given that leveling? Voila. I told इसे okay. Corona wala not, are yaar, you did not enjoy then. Yes, it can identify minerals, types of the soils and the rock strata, these kind of things it will be identifying, right? Okay. Yes. Geographic, what is the meaning of the geographical? Geographical means what? It is the physical one only, na, mainly. Geographical means it is mainly the physical one, or not absolutely? Yes, it is mainly the physical one, you can say. Physical features of this ground, whatever they are present, right? No. So here if you just observe, next ESC syllabus if you just consider, right? So when you consider this ESC syllabus, na, So what is there in the TSC syllabus? You can say classification of this surveys you are having. In the GATE only principle of surveying is there, but in the ESC classification of the surveying is also there, right? Various methodologies, instruments, and the analysis of these measurements of these distances is na. So same na, various methodologies means what, right? What are the different methods you are having, right? Plane table method, traversing method, right? Compass method, right? Like that different methods we are having na. Yeah, don't worry, don't worry. don't worry, don't worry, no problem. uh, don't worry, no problem, right? I'll be teaching everything, right? Even if you don't know, I'll assume that students don't know anything and I'll teach like that, okay? Don't worry. Yes, right, I'll be completing both, but for that second paper, first I thought of doing which one? First I thought of doing that second paper geomatics engineering also in this, but okay, so that I am not doing, right? First main paper civil engineering paper only will be doing here, right? Along with the TSC syllabus, right? Both will do, okay? Right. Analysis of measurement of distances is no elevation and this direction. First GATE paper preference we have to give, is no. So that is why hours are reduced, okay? That is why hours are reduced, and on the request of many people we are doing only on the GATE paper, right? Not including the second paper, okay? Right. Next, field astronomy, right? This is additional topic for which one? This ESC. And global positioning system, right? GPS actually, global positioning system. What is that global positioning system? Whenever you are opening your Google Maps, what will happen if you wanted to go to RPC's house, right? Yes, na? So then you will be opening that KPSR house, you wanted to go, then you will be just asking for pin, Google pin, and RPSR or KPSR will be sending that Google pin, and in your RD car or Benz car you will be traveling like that, na? So what is that? You can say GPS. That Google Maps is using which one? GPS only, na? Global positioning system, right? What is that? You can say global positioning system, right? So here actually what is that is, here there is one person, he is this fellow is having one mobile, his location is on. There is one more person, his mobile is also there, location is on, right? So there is one more person, right? Mobile location is also on, right? And there is a satellite here you are having, right? What happens? You can say these devices, right? Whatever this GPS is giving the data, na, whatever it is given by us only, it is giving back to us, it's na. So this first person, right, this A fellow will be feeding the data to this mobile, and this B fellow will be feeding the data to the mobile, right? C fellow will be feeding the data to the mobile, you can say, right? Like that, from all the three it will take the data, that whatever it is, that satellite or whatever it is, it will take the data, the database, and it will analyze, and it will give information to that D fellow, that in that road more traffic is there, and it will show which one, this red line, na? Is na? White line is there means what? Full free, road is full free, right? Green and blue are there means what? Okay, normally road is under normal condition, there is no which one, there is no traffic, you can travel, you can reach on time, right? Whenever that red color starts, what is that? You can say traffic jam occurna. How that traffic jam data is given? So those who are present, those who are presented that a traffic jam location, they will be feeding the data to their mobiles, and Google will be taking the data, and it is giving the data to which one? This D. That's it, simply, okay? It is not giving any new data, right? Whatever the data is given by us, it will be giving back to us the same data, right? Like that, it will be analyzing, but entire data it will be collecting and analyzing. That is what. So if that entire data is given to you, can you able to analyze within a second, within fraction of seconds? No. So that system will analyze. It's not. GPS is which one? GPS is which one actually? Global positioning system. It is a navigation system of which one? This USA. Okay. It is a navigation system of which one? This USA. Right. It is not Indian navigation system. Right. That is why these GATE people have removed this GPS from this syllabus. Previously that GPS were there, now they have removed it, right? Now they have removed it, okay? And the ESC people, they have kept it, right? USA navigation system, it is not Indian navigation system, right? So what is that Indian navigation system, you can say? What is that Indian navigation system? Everyone, Navik, have you heard this name? So it has not yet come into full trial in India. So it will come soon, don't worry, right? It will come soon, don't worry, right? Navik we are using, right? Navik we are using, right? It's not Chinese one, Beidou, right? It's not, yeah, ISRO has developed that, and we are using this, you can say, right? We are using this, right? So these surgical strikes they have done now. So they are done using this, not they have done not by using this GPS, right? Because if you are using GPS now, Google will know what we are doing, right? When Google know, America also know, right? CIA will know. So that is why they have done it using this Navik only, right? Only at certain departments it is in use. For the common public it is not yet come to use. Okay, yeah, it will come, don't worry, right? Mostly within 5-6 years we may expect, right? In full-fledged manner we may get it, right? 5-6 years, by 10 years we may get it fully operative in India. Okay, because once you are making like rupee, that rupee, right, Mastercard and Visa has gone out of India. They are facing huge losses because of which one, this rupee na, it's a rupee card introduction. So similarly like that, if Navik comes na, yeah, if Navik comes na, so then GPS it is losing a biggest market definitely, right? Because India is the biggest market you are having, right? They other countries, industrial countries, they cannot, right? They cannot neglect India, especially business point of view. Yes, na? If it is came is to find one more option. Okay, so here it is under development only, right? They have developed it, but only few people are using this, right? Few people are using this, few government departments are only using, so not coming to the common public user. Within 5-6 years we may expect it to be used, right? Or maximum it may take 10 years to come into full-fledged one, right? Because suddenly replacing everything by GPS is not possible. Okay, slowly we have to do it, right? It's not suddenly, it is impossible. Then map preparation, right? So aerial photogrammetry we can use for map preparation, total station we can use for map preparation, and this theodolite, every instrument we can use for this map preparation, map or this plan preparation, is not. Next, aerial photogrammetry is there, remote sensing concepts are there, surveying layout for this culverts, right? Generally these culverts and everything, how can you do this? Mostly surveying layout for this culverts and everything, right? How can you do this mostly? Can we do this by normal survey? No, we cannot do this by normal survey, right? These kind of these advanced surveys are there na? So remote sensing and this photogrammetric surveys, right? These kind of surveys we have to use it, right? Canals, bridges, road railway alignment, bridges, right? So actually these are all including which one, this what they are including, contours they are including, is no? Layout for this culverts, canals, bridges, road railway alignment means elevations are very important there. Elevations are very important means variations of these elevations are important. How you can incorporate, or how you can study the variations of these elevations by means of this contour lines only, no? Contour maps only, no? Is no? Like that. And setting out of this cursor, vertical cursor and horizontal cursor there, right? Like that. Is not. So this is about your which one, this is GATE syllabus and this ESE syllabus, you can say. Is not. Is it clear of you? GATE syllabus and this ESE syllabus, everyone? GATE and this ESE syllabus, everyone clear? Right? So now coming to this fundamentals of this concept. So these are all the topics, right? Fundamental. Then GATE and ESE syllabus we have divided into which one? This 17 chapters, you can say. Yeah, clear? Okay. 17 chapters we are dividing into, and here if you just observe this fundamentals of this surveying, it is more of which one having ESC, no? Fundamentals of the surveying, ESC, and okay, what I'll do is only ESC topics I'll write. Okay, only ESC topics and only GATE topics I'll write, and the remaining all will be common for both GATE and ESC. Okay, fundamentals of surveying is there for both GATE and ESC, is not? It is there for both GATE and ESC. And linear measurements, it is there only in this GATE or only in this ESC or both? Linear measurements is also present in both the exams, na? GATE and ESC. Compass survey is also present in both GATE and ESC. Next, yeah, Gaurav, good evening. Theodolite is also present in both. Plane table surveying is also present in which one? This both, you can say. That leveling is present in both, you can say. Contouring is present in both, you can say. But this is a theory of errors and survey adjustments. This theory of errors and the survey adjustments, if you just observe, is it mentioned in this ESC syllabus? Anywhere that theory of errors is given? Anywhere that theory of errors is given in this ESC syllabus? No. So means this particular theory of errors and the survey adjustment is there only for GATE, you can say, right? This is there only for which exam? GATE only, right? ESE it is not there. So that is what you are having, right? No, everyday class will not be there, Kavya. Only this first class will be there, right? So this is GATE. This is GATE only. In ESE, this errors is not there, right? Theory of errors is not there. You have to be careful, right? Traverse adjustments and these omitted measurements, yes, it is there in both, right? That analysis we have mentioned, na? Analysis we have mentioned in this ESE syllabus, now that is what included. Areas and volumes, if you just observe. Where is areas and volumes also there for both, right? Curves is also there for both, right? And this trigonometric leveling, if you just observe where it is present. In case of this ESE, trigonometric leveling is given. Did you observe the trigonometric leveling? Trigonometric leveling, it is not given, but it is present, right? Various methods is mentioned, various methodologies is mentioned, so the trigonometric leveling also can be considered, right? But tachyometric level surveying also will be considered. But this triangulation concept, this triangulation concept is not there in the TSC. Okay, it is also there only in which one? This triangulation concepts are there only in which one? GATE. Okay, in ESC this is not there. Okay, aerial survey, aerial photogrammetry is there in both. And this field astronomy, is this a field astronomy there in both GATE and ESC, or it is there only in ESC? This is there only in ESC, na? This is there only in ESC, right? And this remote sensing and this GIS, if you just observe, GPS, if you just observe, right? Remote sensing and GIS is common, na? Remote sensing and GIS is which one? This is common for both. And this GPS will be there in the GATE syllabus, or it is there only in this ESC? It is there only in this ESC. You have to be careful, right? Like that. Is it clear? Is it clear, everyone? So which one is which topics are common for both the examinations, and which topics are there only in GATE syllabus, which topics are there only in this ESC syllabus, right? Is that clear, everyone? Is now anyone having any doubt in this syllabus? Till now we were discussing about this syllabus only. I don't know exactly, Dev. First let us complete this practice questions and this PYQs we will be doing definitely, but this Google form quizzes I don't know. If time available I'll do, otherwise I'll not. Okay, yes, that is what Mahidhar, these are all the topics, 17 topics we are going to, yeah, Sachin. Okay, but I am you can understand my English easily only. I am not using that much professional English, the basic chota bacha wala English only I am using, yes na? Don't worry, once you are attending 2 to 3 classes na, then you will be habituated, no problem, right? Here just little bit I am moving faster for this introduction, don't worry. But whenever topics are discussed na, I will be moving slowly only, no problem. And wherever you are not understanding, I will be explaining again and again, right? Yes na? Don't worry. Sometimes facing problem in English, okay, no problem. I'll try to use Hindi also in between. Actually, this course is scheduled for English, but okay, I'll use both. Okay, right. So समझ में आया क्या नहीं syllabus को, पूरा syllabus? Otherwise, you'll get the part. So everybody understood what is the syllabus? What are the topics there in the syllabus generally? And which topics are there for this GATE syllabus, and which topics are there extra topics for GATE, extra topics for the ESC? Yes, na? You understood or not, all of you? Yes, na? Understood? Right. Now coming to this, right? So what is that weightage for this? If you just observe, weightage of this surveying in this GATE, how much? Just yesterday itself we have done this analysis, na? Yesterday itself we have done this analysis, you can say. So what is that you will be getting is average of all if you take it, na? Average of all if you take it, na? Right? Average of all if you take it. So you will be getting which one? This 4 to 6 marks mostly. Mostly 4 to 6 marks you will be getting from which one? This GATE, right? Yeah. Ishan, Pranam. कैसे हो? समझ गए? Okay, very good. So 4 to 6 marks in this gate you will be getting, you can say, right? 4 to 6 marks is not a small marks, you can say. And that to which topics you have to focus more? I told you already. KP sir and myself has taken a comment session. They have told you what is it. Mostly you have to focus on which topics. First priority you have to give for which topics, you can say. Photogrammetry you have to give first priority. Then after that leveling. Is not photogrammetry first priority, leveling first priority. Then after that you have to go for the other topics, you can say, mostly. Okay. Traversing. First priority you have to give for this one. Is not like that. Right, yeah, yes, everybody attended yesterday's class. So like that you'll be having this, right? In ESE, what is it you are having, everyone? See, actually that ESE syllabus also कौन सा year में change हुआ था? In which year ESE syllabus changed? That history, polity and everything are removed, and the general subjects are completely changed. 2016, yeah, 2016, 17 you can say. 16, 17 if you just observe. Yeah, 2016 they have changed it, actually, right? 2016 they have changed it, right? I was taking a class in Pune, and afternoon that time only the notification came, and everybody was shocked by this change, actually, right? Okay, here there in 2017, right? 16 what they have given is 20 marks, right? Highway and which one? Highway and transport, highway and this surveying together. No, I am not from Pune. I was teaching class there in Pune at the time when the syllabus change was announced. Actually, I was teaching highway at the time. Okay, Pune, some offline classes I was taking. I did not join Unacademy at the time previously. Yeah, but before joining Unacademy, when I was teaching, most of the my out of 1500 hours yearly, I used to take almost 800 900 hours in Pune only, right? Pune, me and KP sir, right? Every batch starts now there. My one batch, gate batch, myself used to start, and ESC batch KP sir used to start, actually, right? Tuljapur I did not visit. Pune, Solapur. Many of you know the story of Solapur. No, that CSE girl came into civil class. It is in Bhubaneswar. It is not in Pune. It is in Bhubaneswar, actually. It is in Bhubaneswar. When I was teaching that CPM part there, so that girl came, actually. That story, every people know that, right? Pandharpur I have taken classes. Tuljapur I did not go. Pandharpur, Nashik, Pune, I have taken the classes. Yes, you can be able to cover all the subjects, right? Yes, definitely, right? Yes, you can complete, Shiva, you can complete, right? Right. Story, don't worry, you will get to know the story, definitely. Yeah. Okay, don't worry, that story will come, definitely. Stories, everything will come in between, right? So here, yeah, where we have stopped, right? Actually, ES is syllabus change now. From that point onwards, if you just observe, 20 marks to 20 questions, right? Total 20 questions, right? Total 20 questions you are having from which one? Transportation and surveying together. Transportation and surveying together, you will be having 20 questions. And first year 2016, how they have given? 7 questions from this transportation they have given. 13 questions they have given from surveying, you can say. You imagine. Is not? Yeah, good evening, Adarsh Sudhakar. Yes, I am good. How are you? Meeru ela unnaru, Sudhakar? Right. Like that. And second year na 11 questions they have given from transportation, and remaining 9 questions they have given from surveying, you can say, right? Like that. So what they are doing is they are just changing it, right? Surveying, if they are giving more questions from this transportation na, they will just reduce the number of questions from surveying. If they are giving more questions from the surveying na, they will reduce the number of questions from this transportation and ESC, you can say, right? Got the point? Surveying and this transportation together, 20 questions will be getting in ESC generally. Okay, so mostly you can say which one? What is it you can say, right? Least possible questions are which one? This is 6 questions, and the highest possible questions are which one? This is 13 to 14 questions you can get, right? 13 to 14 questions you can get, right, from surveying, right? ESC, it is not a negligible weightage, so you have to be careful. Yes, na? Is that clear? Each question will carry 2 marks, na? Yes, na? You add how many marks are there for that, right? This is what the weightage. Now coming to this, so we'll be going for this, right? All of you opened your notes, everyone started your notes, right? So that surveying, fundamentals of this surveying, right? Fundamentals of this surveying, right? Lecture 1 will be starting, you can say, right? Lecture 1, that fundamentals of this surveying will be starting, you can say, is now, right? Here the first chapter, fundamentals of this surveying, right? What is the meaning of this fundamental? Already written notes you are opening, or you have opened this which notes, Kavya? Fundamental said, what is the general meaning of this fundamentals, everyone? Basics, na? Yes or no? Basics of this surveying, right? So basics of this surveying means वो common topics हो जाएगा और just a specific topics हो जाएगा. Jadav, I don't recommend any books, right? Many people will be asking for these books, na? So I'll just tell you what to follow is, you just follow our class notes, right? So here, notebooks to be followed are which one? These RPs are class notes, right? That is more than sufficient. Okay, all classes, right? Whatever the classes I am taking on survey, free classes, plus classes, right? All classes if you follow now, that is more than sufficient, you can say, right? So RPs are class notes, right? How to get these RPs are class notes? By attending the classes and by making the notes. Okay. By attending the classes and by making the notes, right? I will not be providing you notes, you have to make your own notes. Okay, that is the best notes you ever have, is ना? Self-made notes is the best notes by attending the classes. Suppose आप टॉपर के साथ नोट लेके गए तो क्या होगा? That a topper has made his notes by in his way of understanding the subject, na? And what you need to do, suppose Messi Garu is taking some topper notes, what will happen? Messi Garu has to Messi Garu has to change his mind into that topper's mindset and he has to understand it. अरे ऐसा possible होता है क्या practical में? No, it's not possible. ऐसा possible नहीं होता, right? That's why please stop asking for notes. Okay, self-made notes is the best notes, you can say, right? Self-made notes is the best notes by attending the classes, right? Whatever the classes you are attending, कौन सा classes attend कर रहे तो कुछ problem नहीं होता, but you have to make your own notes, right? आपका notes आपने बनाना है, right? It's ना, don't make it mango, right? आपका notes आप बनाना है, right? Not mango. So you have to make your own notes, definitely. Don't take notes from others, right? You have to take notes from others only for writing any missing points are there. Generally we used to, what we used to do, you know, in our BTech when we were preparing for GATE. So just first 2 hours, right? Every 2 hours break used to be there, a half an hour break used to be there. 2 hours we used to write, we used to listen, and in the break time we used to take, I used to take, especially myself, what I have done, I am telling you, I used to take the notes from some 2 to 3 persons, boys only, right? Whatever the points I am missing now, I used to add those points actually, right? I used to add those points actually, right? I used to add those points in that notes, and after that I used to make short notes, right? Whatever the short, whatever the short notes, yeah, because there is a very big story, you can say, right? I was not talking to girls generally at the time, so only I used to talk to boys, right? So that's why at the end of this first year lab, right, that physics chemistry labs were there, starting you are having a first year. So in our batch almost 15 members used to be there, right? Because all Afghanistan students are added. So in our batch last, my roll number was last actually, 172 roll number. Afghanistan students were there and many girls were also there in that. Even though many girls were there, right, I was not talking to girls, right? Then after the lab external gets over, all the girls rounded up to me, and they asked me, "Arey RP, do you have any problem with girls? Why don't you talk to girls, right? Did they do anything bad like that to you, like that, right?" So they they just eaten my brain, right? Still I am talking only to those girls. those who are there in my batch, right? Out of my class, you can say. So like that. So that was you can say. Here same WhatsApp group, yes, right, yes, same WhatsApp group for RP sir and KP sir, right? Particularly mentioned boys means definitely I have taken from girls. No, right? I did not take from any girl. That is 100% sure. Yeah, Afghanistan means actually at the time when Afghanistan president, he was encouraging education like anything, you can say, right? That after Taliban rule, before now again Taliban, but before previously 1990s that Taliban rule was there. Now after that new president came, and that president was he was encouraging education to his country people like anything, right? Like that in our college many Afghanistan students and African students used to study actually. Still one fellow was in contact, but after recently Taliban has taken that now I lost his contact actually, right? WhatsApp group link you can just text me. I'll be sorry. Usman University. Alright, yeah. You just text me. I'll be adding you to the place groups. Okay, common groups. Yeah, Jadhav, I am telling na. I don't recommend any books. That is what, right? Class notes is more than sufficient, right? So if you wanted to, because you are asking the books, I am writing. Class notes is more than sufficient, right? Because we have referred many books, right? So if you observe my rack na, all surveying books are there, right? Yes na. Many surveying books are there, right? Some 6 others surveying books are there, right? We are studying all the books and we are giving whatever it is required for you. Yes na. Reply nahi aata is number par. Okay, yeah, generally this number is one sec. I'll see this number very less, right? Once in a day only I'll see this number. Okay, yeah. So you need not use any other books, right? You need not use any textbooks, you can say. You just prepare your own notes, right? You just prepare your own notes, right? That is better, right? Okay, or you can contact me at this number also. Okay, any of these 2 numbers you can just contact me directly, right? You just send me message. I'll be adding you in the groups, you can say. Okay, right. Second one, what is another one you have to use if it is books means just PVQ sessions, right? What is it? You can say GATE and ESE PVQ sessions will be there now. GATE and ESE PVQ sessions I'll be taking in which one? This is Unacademy, right? GATE and ESE PVQ sessions I will take in which one? This is special classes, right? Unacademy special classes, you can say all of you. Okay, already in the Unacademy YouTube classes I have taken which one? Already in the Unacademy YouTube classes I have taken this all state PSC PVQs, right? Some 1100 questions around I have taken, if you just observe 1100 or 1300, I don't remember exactly. Some 1100 or this 1300 questions I have taken, right? So don't worry, in tomorrow's class I'll give that link. Okay, all state PSC PVQs continuously I have taken classes there. Those classes you refer them only, right? I'll not be taking again. But GATE and ESE PVQs I'll be taking. Okay, GATE and ESE PVQs I'll be taking again, right? Even though I have taken previously, I'll be taking now also, right? After first chapter is over, I'll start this series. Yes, in my blog they are there. Yes, GATE and ESE PVQs are also there, but you just follow new ones, right? Because I'm going to start again now. And along with that, right? Along with that, what is it? You can say just to practice questions only. You will be having nothing else. Yes. Yes, engineering mechanics bhi baki hai, right? Yes, na? Practice questions, right? Don't worry, all will be covered, right? All will be covered, right? I told you now. So one after the other, right? One after the other, one after the other, we'll be doing these subjects, right? Don't worry, right? We'll be doing this series one after the other, right? One after the other, you can say it like that. Yes, na? Don't worry. So at present, which series we are doing, which subject we are doing? That in YouTube classes, that reasoning gate PVQs we are doing now. Yes or no? And in the special classes we are doing this highway PVQs, right? Yes, no? Every day at 4 p.m. one day YouTube class, one day special class will be there. In the special classes, highway PAQs I am doing, and in the YouTube classes, reasoning PAQs I am doing, right? After these two are over, so surveying and which one? Surveying and this engineering mechanics will do alternatively, right? That is better, okay? Reasoning is already over. Reasoning is already over. Quantitative aptitude is running now, okay? Faris. Reasoning subject is already over. Quantitative aptitude is running morning 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m., right? Almost 5 classes are over. So tomorrow will be the 6th class, you can say, okay? Right. So these are all sufficient, right? And along with this, right, what is it you can say? Weekly quizzes you will be having now. Yes. Those are free classes, Sachin. वो यूट्यूब में चल रहा है ना, वो PYQs है, गेट PYQs है, राइट? प्लस कोर्स खत्म हुआ था, राइट? अभी रिसेंटली जस्ट इट्स ओवर. Weekly quizzes you'll be having now. And along with that, right, what else you'll be having, you can say? Unacademy test series, you can say. Subject wise test series will be there na. So if you are practicing these na, that is more than sufficient, right? You need not refer any other textbook and don't do research on the textbooks, right? Because already we have done lot of research on the textbooks, is na? Already we have done lot of research on the textbook and we are giving these details, right? Whatever it is sufficient, whatever it is required, we are giving that only, okay? Just to follow our class notes, GATE and ESE PYQs and concepts along with that and practice questions, you get it, right? That's it, is na? In your Unacademy app only you are getting na. Shiva, you just call me after the class. I'll tell you where to go that, right? How, where you are using mobile or laptop? You are using mobile or laptop? Okay. You just yeah, UA Lite, right? Unacademy Lite. Yes, that is only which one? This test series, you can say. It's not absolutely right. Okay, is it clear? So these are the things you follow, right? Don't follow anything else, right? Coming to this fundamentals of this surveying, if you just read, shall we enter into the first chapter, all of you? Shall we enter into this first chapter, everyone? So this fundamentals of this surveying, you can say, we'll be starting this fundamentals of this surveying, all of you. Shall we? Right, till now we have discussed this, just the introduction only. We have not yet entered into the subject. Now we'll start discussing about this fundamentals, you can say, right? So now if you just consider this fundamentals of this surveying, here what you can observe in this diagram? क्या क्या दिख रहा है आपको इस डायग्राम में? एक पर्सन, राइट? हु इज दिस फेलो, राइट? लेट अस से दिस इज दीपक. This is a Deepak fellow, and who is this fellow? This is, let us say, Deb. Only boys? Yeah, these are boys are there, na? Yeah. Okay, only boys. Girls also will be there sometimes, but here only boys are there. Yeah. Right. Deepak, Deb, right? These two are there, you can say. Yeah, you will come, don't worry, Sachin, in between later. And now Deepak is observing something, and ये क्या बोल रहे हैं? ये observe कर रहे हैं कि 1260 millimeters का reading observe कर रहे हैं ना, ऐसा ना? So Deepak is observing that 1260 millimeters observe कर रहे हैं ना, ऐसा ना? That is what he is observing, right? What is this activity actually? This is leveling activity ना, ऐसा ना? ये leveling है ना? This is leveling, right? This is also leveling, you can say, right? ये पूरा का पूरा leveling है, right? ऐसा ना? Generally these diagrams. One fellow इंस्ट्रूमेंट के साथ रहेगा, अदर फेलो स्टाफ के साथ रहेगा, एंड दिस फेलो विल बी ऑब्जर्विंग विच वन? दिस इज स्टाफ रीडिंग फ्रॉम द इंस्ट्रूमेंट. हियर व्हाट इज दिस, यू कैन से, हियर दिस फेलो इज ऑब्जर्विंग अगेन द स्टाफ रीडिंग ना, ऐसा ना? द सेम थिंग. एंड नाउ टेल मी व्हाट इज दिस सर्वे? ये क्या है? क्या कर रहे हैं वो दोनों? So this is girl na, right? Who is this girl? I think no girl has joined in the class, right? Any girl is there in the class? Yeah, chain girl, right? So let us say this is Sachin, and who is this girl? Shiva is girl. How Shiva is girl? Chain, okay, chain girl, the girl with the chain. Oh, are you girl? I thought you are boy only. Right, okay. So here let us say let it be whatever it is, right? So this Sachin is observing this chain girl, right? And he is telling that, okay, good, good, right? I don't know whether he is telling about this reading or he is telling something else, I don't know. But he is telling good, good, right? Good, good means this fellow is telling check, and this fellow is telling which one is good, good. Okay, this leveling is maintained, and you just take the reading at this ranging rod, right? Ye kya hai? What is this one? This is the ranging rod, na? This is a ranging rod or not, everyone? That is a ranging rod, you can say. So we are focusing on this ranging rod and we are taking the readings up to this ranging rod, na? Yes or no? Like that, right? So this is a chain wala surveying, na? Yes or no? Chain wala surveying, right? So sir, हम ये यहाँ tape use कर रहे हैं, हम इसको chain surveying कैसे बोलते हैं? Even though you are using the tape, you don't call it as tape surveying, right? Yes na? So हम tape use करें तो tape surveying बोल सकते हैं इसको? If you are using the tape, can you call it as a tape surveying? हम ऐसा बोल सकते हैं क्या नहीं? You cannot call it as tape surveying, right? Even though you are using the tape, you call it as this chain surveying only, okay? You call it as the chain surveying only, right? Chain and tape both are same, right? Yes na? You have to be careful. Just visibility purpose mainly, right? Again, mainly for which purpose? Visibility purpose, right? Suppose if you are having only red, suppose if you are having only white, can you able to see them properly? Can you able to identify that ranging rod easily? In the entire nature, your focus must move on to this ranging rod only, not onto the CSC girl. Then ranging rod को पकड़ना है, right? हमारा ice से, right? How can you पकड़? How can you how can you catch this? Only if there is some speciality for this, na? ऐसा ना? What is that? That is where, right? Red color and this white color combinations. That color combination we are giving just to increase our focus on this, right? To avoid deviations mainly, right? That is what the main reason, right? Got the point? Right. So now we'll enter into this actual one, you can say. Focus only. Very good then. Definition of which one? This is surveying. ये क्या है? इसका मीनिंग क्या है? सर्वेइंग का मीनिंग? What is the definition of the surveying? So it is which subject, you can say? It is only the art or it is the science also? It is the science and art both. Yes na? अरे यार, एक मिनट. हाइब्रिड वाला है वो. It is the science and art of what? Danu, good evening. It is the science and art of which one? Determining. क्या determine कर रहा है? Determine बोलो तो क्या? Getting it na? It is the science and art of which one? This is determining. What you are determining, everyone? अरे यार. So this again the ghost is started. Determining which one? Relative position, right? Yes, absolutely right. Determine which one? Horizontal or this vertical distances, right? Horizontal or vertical distances means what? What are these distances? कौन सा line? Which survey you are asking about? Which survey you are asking about? You are asking about this chain survey. Is it so, Pallavi Patil? अरे यार, हमने अभी एंटर किया था, राइट? अभी बार्न हुए चाइल्ड को क्या पूछते हैं, राइट? आप इंजीनियर बन सकते हैं, डॉक्टर बन सकते हैं, राइट? आप लॉयर बनना चाहते हो, राइट? ऐसा बोल सकते हैं क्या अभी बार्न वाला चाइल्ड को? जस्ट वी हैव स्टार्टेड द डेफिनेशन ऑफ द सर्वेइंग. Just we have started this definition of the surveying. You have entered into which one? This in depth. Yes, na? So that baseline is very important, right? Baseline is very important, and without a baseline you cannot do anything in that chain surveying. Yes, na? Right. So it is the science and art of which one? So some lines may be missing or may not be missing, but baseline should not be missing, you can say, right? Okay. It is the science and art of determining the relative position. What is the meaning of this relative position, you can say? What is the meaning of this relative position? ये क्या है? रिलेटिव पोजीशन क्या है? Position or location of one point with respect to the other, right? Location or position of this one point with respect to the other, na? Yes or no? That is what, right? One with respect to the other, right? So relative position, right? What is it you can say? Relative position of what? Relative position of कौन? Points, ना? कौन सा वाला points? वो कहाँ रहते हैं points? Where these points are present? Where these points are present? Points ये वो, right? Yebo, and the next one on, yebo, on, or which one? Beneath the earth, right? Beneath बोले तो क्या? Below the earth surface, ना? Right? Beneath the earth surface, right? Beneath the earth surface. And what is that you can say? Locating, and also only identifying the relative position of these given points, or we can identify new points also. If we give some data, I want a point of this much reduce level, we can identify that new point also, ना? Available वाला points को identify करते हमने, and required points को भी हम locate कर सकते हैं ना, ऐसा ना? So दोनों तरफ काम कर सकते हैं ना surveying में. So beneath the point, right? Identifying the position of these given points, and also you have to locate the new points. Is na? Is na? And locating points in the field. Yes, yes, absolutely right. And locating points in the field. Only in field or map also? Map wala ek which one? Only in the plain table this identifying the points in the map will come, but remaining all other situations that locating the points in the field only will come. Yes, na? Only in plain table survey locating on the map situation will come, remaining all situations, right? What is it you can say? Locating on the field only will come, you can say, right? Like that, isn't it? Yes, na? So can you see one example, right? How can you make this example of this what is it you can say, above the surface, above the earth surface? How can you identify? ये हमारा earth है, ना? This is our earth, you can say. What is this? This is your Eiffel Tower, na? Eiffel Tower or Eiffel Tower or cell tower, whatever it is, right? And what is this? You have to identify the position of this one, na? Height of this one. So this is the instrument, right? That theodolite or whatever it is, the instrument you are having. From this instrument, right, what is it you are doing? You are observing the top and you are observing these angles and you are measuring the height, right? So now tell me, this particular point A will be present on the earth or below the earth surface or above the earth surface? कहाँ है वो? Above the earth surface है ना? Above the earth surface, you can say, right? Like that, isn't it? So now we just observe some points. So what is it you can say? These points, where these points you can say? Where these points you can say? These points कहाँ है वो? On the earth surface or below the earth surface or above the earth surface? Where these are present? These points are present on the earth surface, ना? Earth surface पर ही है ना, ऐसा ना? So 1 इंच ऊपर नहीं है, 1 इंच नीचे नहीं है, right? और ऐसा वाला आइडेंटिफाई करें तो हम टनल के लिए पॉइंट्स आइडेंटिफाई कर रहे हैं इधर, राइट? Just yeah, catchment you can say, right? Some points, some whatever it is, right? You can say if you just update, isn't it? So इस पॉइंट्स को आइडेंटिफाई करना है, टनल वाला लोकेशन, सेंटर लाइन ऑफ टनल पॉइंट्स आइडेंटिफाई करना है, राइट? वो पॉइंट्स सरफेस पे रहा है क्यों, और सरफेस के ऊपर और सरफेस के नीचे और सरफेस पर कहाँ है वो लोकेशन? क्या है इसका? नीचे है ना, ऐसा ना? These points are present below this surface of this earth, ना? These points are present below the surface of this earth or not? Example is clear, everyone? So various situations, right? Above the earth surface, on the earth surface or below the earth surface, right? So तीनों locations cover हुआ ना, right? Is it clear, everyone? Right? The definition, Yeah, in mining works mainly below the surface of the earth only we are going for, is not right? Coal mines especially will be going for kilometers distance will be going inside, you can say, is not right? Clear everyone? Once clear, note down this definition. तो इसको आर्ट काई को बोल रहे हैं हमने, क्यों आर्ट बोल रहे हैं सर, ये साइंस है ना, तो इसको आर्ट क्यों बोल रहे हैं? बिकॉज यू आर मेकिंग ब्यूटीफुल ब्यूटीफुल डायग्राम्स ना, ड्राइंग्स ना. So drawings, if you wanted to make it, you should know, you should have the artistic skills definitely ना. हमारे पास आर्टिस्टिक स्किल्स नहीं है तो हम डायग्राम्स कर सकते हैं, अच्छा वाला डायग्राम्स बन सकते हैं कि नहीं? नो, वी कैन नॉट मेक गुड डायग्राम्स इफ यू डू नॉट हैव आर्टिस्टिक स्किल्स, राइट? साइंस क्या है इसमें? दैट कैलकुलेशन प्रोसीजर, कैसे कैलकुलेट करना है, कौन सा वाला प्रोसीजर अडॉप्ट करना है, कौन सा मेथोडोलॉजी यूज करना है, राइट? दैट इज साइंस, राइट? And preparing the drawings is your art. Yes, now got the point? Which part is your science and which part is your art? Everyone? Got all of you? Right. Once clear, note down the definition. Definition ke baad just once noted, tell me, I'll move on to the next slide. Noted everyone? Right. Got the point? Now this is your next one, objectives of this surveying, right? Sir, that is a surveying, right? What we are doing, using some scientific methodology, we are preparing the drawings, or from the drawings we are just studying, right? That is your surveying, you can say, right? Art and science ke combination tha wo, right? But okay, noted. Done. Objectives of this surveying, right? So whenever you are doing this surveying, there must be some objective or aim ना, ऐसा ना? आप कौन सा भी एक्सपेरिमेंट करे तो, राइट, व्हाट इज द स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट? यू कैन से स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट ऑफ योर एनी एक्सपेरिमेंट रिकॉर्ड राइटिंग विल बी व्हाट? एम यू विल बी राइटिंग. फर्स्ट यू आर डूइंग सम एक्सपेरिमेंट, उसका एम क्या है, राइट? मोटिव क्या है, राइट? व्हाट इज द ऑब्जेक्टिव इसका, राइट? ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है और एम क्या है और मोटिव क्या है, राइट? व्हाट इज द इंटेंशन बिहाइंड डूइंग दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट, राइट? लाइक दैट यू कैन राइट इट इन एनी मैनर. सर्वेइंग का भी एक एम और ऑब्जेक्टिव रहता है ना, सर? डेफिनेटली. So what is the first and foremost objective for this, you can say? What is the first and foremost objective, you can say? Its first and foremost objective is to prepare maps or these plans, no? To prepare maps or which one? Plans, right? Maps or which one? These plans. किसके लिए? फॉर विच पर्पस? मैप्स और प्लान्स प्रिपेयर करके क्या दिक्कत है हमने इसमें? टू शो व्हाट? व्हाट टू शो? क्लाइंट को क्या दिखाना है? राइट, टू शो रिलेटिव पोजीशन ऑफ दिस ऑब्जेक्ट्स ना. डिटेल्स क्या है? डिटेल्स कैसे दिखाते हैं हमने? सो हॉरिजॉन्टल डिस्टेंस, राइट? इस पॉइंट से उस पॉइंट तक ये किलोमीटर रहता है, वो रिलेटिव पोजीशन है ना, ऐसा ना? सो इस पॉइंट से उस पॉइंट तक रेडियस लेवल, और दिस पॉइंट इज हैविंग अ रेडियस लेवल ऑफ दिस 102.6. व्हाट डज इट मीन? डेटम से कंपेयर करें तो ये 106.2 मीटर्स ऊपर है, राइट? लाइक दैट, इजंट इट? So this is having an angle of elevation of this 20 degree. So that is also relative position na, angular relativity na, is na? Distance relativity, angular relativity, right? To show which one? Relative position of these objects. Okay. Relative position of these objects, right? So हम मैप कैसे प्रिपेयर कर सकते इधर? Suppose if 1 kilometer is there on the ground, हम 1 kilometer can we show 1 kilometer on the paper? ऐसा possible होता है क्या? नहीं. No, we have to use the scale and prepare the map ना. So these maps and plans are prepared to the exact dimensions or to the scales. These are prepared to scale na. These are prepared to some scale or not? Yes, these are prepared to some scale, you can say. Yes, Captain Jack Sparrow, we have to use some scale, right? कौन सा वाला scale? Example बोले तो 1 centimeter in the field, sorry 1 सेंटीमीटर बोले तो क्या 100 मीटर्स है ना. इसका मतलब क्या है, फील्ड में 100 मीटर्स लेंथ है वो, सो इसको हम 1 सेंटीमीटर से दिख रहा है, राइट, ड्राइंग में, राइट, लाइक दैट. इज अ क्लियर? 100 meters वाला distance in the field we are showing it as which one, this 1 centimeter, right? It is a reducing scale. Is not got the point? That is the representative fraction. Okay, that is, yeah, that is also scale. Yes, one is also, that is also scale, you can say that is also scale. When you are representing in the form of scale, representative fraction, everything all are same only, no? Is not like that. So here what it includes, these maps, 1 सेंटीमीटर इज इक्वल टू 100 मीटर बोले तो क्या 100 मीटर ग्राउंड वाला डिस्टेंस we are showing it as 1 centimeter on the map. It's not, suppose very big area is there, right? Can you able to have that much amount of big paper? Abhi, can you able to have that much amount of big paper? No, na. We have to represent this much bigger data on which one, on this छोटा वाला paper ना. कैसे represent कर सकते हैं हमने? How we can represent that bigger data in this छोटा वाला paper? Just by reducing the dimensions ना. 100 meters field वाला dimension को 1 centimeter map वाला dimension तक reduce करना है, right? is ना 100 centimeter value को 1 centimeter से reduce करना है, right? is ना, you have to reduce the 100 centimeter value to 1 centimeter like that. Is it clear? Got the point? What is the meaning of this scale? Right. So this is these maps are including only the distances and angles. Relative position बोले तो क्या distances and angles cover हो जाएगा ना relative position में. Distances and these angles will be covered. Only these are covered, or it will be including engineering features also some. It also includes what? It also includes, क्या include कर सकते हो इस map में? Various engineering features, right? Medical features नहीं incorporate कर सकते, engineering features को ही हम incorporate कर सकते. Engineering features like what? Which one? Buildings, ऐसा ना, हमारे मैप में buildings रहता है ना, ऐसा ना, buildings. Next, ब्रिजेस. सो हमारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट मैप रहे तो डिस्ट्रिक्ट मैप में सो कहाँ ब्रिजेस रहते हैं, राइट, कहाँ बिल्डिंग्स रहते हैं, राइट, is ना. सो these are all the things will be showing ना, ऐसा ना, राइट. रोड और रेलवे. Topography is not the engineering feature, right? It is not the man made, you can say. Okay, वो natural है ना. रोड और रेलवे, canals, dams, etc. Okay, canals, dams, etc. right? Whatever are made by the civil engineering people, we will be showing, right? So हम कंप्यूटर साइंस वाला इंजीनियरिंग बनाने वाला इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स को हम दिखाते हैं क्या? मोबाइल, सेल फोन, that land phone, right? So this one computer, can we show software, Android software, Windows software, right? हम Java, can we show that? SQL, right? Can we show them Python? No. So engineering बोले तो पहला वाला engineering क्या है? Civil engineering ही रहता है पहला वाला engineering, right? So you have to be proud, right? Because whatever you are learning in the engineering now, you can see, yes na, you can see just around you, right? So that means you are in a proper engineering, right? Without a civil engineer, there is no living, right? But without a computer, you can live no problem. Without a mobile phone, you can live no problem, right? But without civil engineering activities, right? Without civil engineering structures, can we live? No. घर चाहिए ना हमको, ऐसा ना, घर चाहिए ना हमको, definitely we require home, definitely ना, ऐसा ना, we require water for this which one, water structures for which one, for storing the water and irrigation purpose and drinking purpose and all these things na, ऐसा ना. Without civil engineering activities you cannot live, without other engineering activities you can live, no problem, yes na. So we have to be proud for that civil engineering, yes na. Without CSE girls also we can live, yes, absolutely, yes na. Right, he is having lot of experience in that, yeah. Got the point everyone? First objective is clear everyone? Is it clear the first objective all of you? क्या है पहला वाला ऑब्जेक्टिव, क्या है सर्वेइंग का? Noted? Everyone noted this or not? This is the first objective of the surveying, right? Noted all of you? Right. Now, so here if you just observe na, so this is one example you can say, right? Yes, now this is how we are preparing the map, and this is the road we are showing, right? This pond or this hill we are showing, right? This building we are showing, right? So these are the lines you are having, right? All these things na, yes or no? Right. You wanted to draw this diagram, just draw this diagram in a rough manner. Don't draw this, right? Yes, no? Don't draw this which one? Don't draw this fair diagram. Just a rough diagram you draw it, okay? Draw it in a rough manner and tell me once it is drawn. I'll write the second objective of the surveying. Okay. Note and tell me. Draw this and tell me. Done all of you? Okay, note it. अरे सभी ने दीपक का शॉर्टकट यूज कर रहे टीटी Arya, don't worry, we will be discussing about this baseline, check line, tie line, and all these lines we'll be discussing in the linear measurement chain survey. Okay, don't worry. In the chain survey we'll be discussing, right? That is the, if you wanted to know now itself, right? That is your which one? This that is a main line of this chain survey. Okay, that is a main line of this chain survey. With respect to that only, every other thing will be represented. Okay, that is what longest line, longest reference line connecting the main stations. Only you learn that much, right? So all other things we'll see in the linear measurements. Okay, chain survey. Day after tomorrow we'll see mostly. Done, right? So here, what is that second purpose of this one? You can say, what is the second objective of the surveying? You can say, this is to estimate what? This is to estimate the quantities of various works, na? To estimate the quantities of which one? These various earthworks we can estimate, na? To estimate the quantities of these various works, you can say, right? Estimate the quantities of these various works, right? Especially which type of works? You can say earthworks, na? Especially which one? You can say earthwork, right? Amount of this cutting and amount of this filling, right? How much amount of cutting is there and how much amount of filling is there, right? These are all the kind of things you can get it from this, na? Yes or no? Surveying only you can get it or not? Yes, definitely you can get it, right? Just note it and tell me. These are the objectives of the surveying, you can say. And there is one more objective also. If you want, you can write it, right? What is it? You can say for setting out works. What is the meaning of this setting out works? You can say, if you wanted to construct a building, just like that we'll start construction. First we have to start digging for this foundation location. So we have to identify it. We have to identify it. First, what will be identifying? It will be identifying and will be just marking this one. And after marking, right? After marking, we will start construction. This is called as a setting out work, right? Yes, now. So for which one? for setting out works. Without surveying, setting out works, can we start any construction? Dam construction, bridge construction, building construction, road construction, railway line construction without marking? Yeah, layout. Yeah, preparing the layout, right? Layout means what? Just marking. It's not setting out is also the same, right? Identifying where to go for cutting, where to go for filling, how much, like that. It's not where to start work, right? Setting out works and what you can say, and transferring details. And transferring what? Details, right? What details? Whatever the details you wanted to transfer, you can transfer. And transfer details from where to where? From a map or a plan to what? Ground. Only ground, and vice versa also. And from this ground to this map or this plan. Reverse also we can do it, na? Yes or no? Reverse also will be doing it or not? Yes, reverse also will be doing it. You can see if you just have it. Is it clear? So these are the objectives of which one? This is surveying, you can say, right? These are the main objectives of this surveying you are having, right? Just note it and tell me, everyone. So we'll enter into this classification, right? Yes, no? Or so these types of this survey classification, right? First we'll see the classification, or first we'll see the principle of the survey. What we'll see? First we'll see the principle of the survey, or classification we'll see. Okay, anything is okay, no problem. First we'll see the classification, then after that we'll be going for this principle. Okay. Note down this heading. Types of this surveying, that is classification. Note and tell me, everyone. Previous slide. Okay. Note it and tell me. Right. Now, all of you made this heading? Tomorrow the fundamentals will be getting over. Okay. 2 classes for fundamentals and 2.5 classes for this linear measurements, you can say. Okay. Right. So now there are different classifications you are having it. The first and foremost classification is what? A primary classification, or this primary division of the surveying, right? So if nothing is mentioned, कुछ नहीं बोला, कौन सा वाला classification consider करना है हमने? Primary वाला classification consider करना है ना? ऐसा no? Primary वाला classification we have to consider ना? Yes, primary वाला classification we have to consider definitely, right? Isn't it? Primary wala classification you have to consider definitely, right? So what is that primary classification? If you just observe, the first and foremost one is your plain surveying, second one is your which one? This is geodetic surveying, you can say, right? First one is your plain surveying, second one is your geodetic surveying, you can say, right? Yes, now just note it and tell me. We'll discuss what is the plain surveying, what is the geodetic surveying. Note and tell me. Plain surveying and this geodetic surveying, you can say, right? Done. So now coming to this, the first and foremost one is your plain surveying, you can say. Okay, Ashwini, I'll wait, don't worry. Right, done. plane surveying and this geodetic surveying, right? Yeah, for short distances plane surveying, and for long distances geodetic surveying will be using definitely, right? Now, yes, first one pahla wala surveying kya hai? Plane surveying, right? So that name itself is telling something, right? What it is telling? Are you considering the curve nature of this earth, or we are considering it as plane? When you just observe, when you go outside your house and observe, it looks like plane na, flat na. So that is what we'll consider it. That is what we'll consider. Do we consider the exact nature of this earth, or we don't consider the exact nature of this earth? We don't consider this exact nature of this earth na. Is no? So now tell me, plane surveying kya hai? Effect of earth shape considered or not considered? No, Captain Jack Sparrow, it is reverse. Curvature of the earth is not taken into account. It is plane. Taken into account, it is geodetic. Okay, you have to be careful. It is reverse, right? Ulta. So effect, right? What is it you can say? Effect of earth. Effect of earth shape is what? Arey yaar. One second, let me refresh, because this is not writing. I don't know what happened again. Let me try once. Yeah, now it's working. Effect of earth's curvature, right? Effect of earth's curvature, or you can also call it as what? Shape na? Effect of this earth's curvature or this shape is not. Effect of earth's curvature or shape is not considered. Is not. It is considered or it is not considered, right? It is not considered in this surveying, right? So now tell me, here we are using this linear trigonometry or this spatial trigonometric principles we are using. Trigonometry बोले तो क्या, that triangle वाला principles ना, is ना? Linear trigonometry will be used, or which one is used, you can say? Linear trigonometry is considered, or this spatial trigonometry will be considered? Which one? We'll consider this line or curved line, straight line or curved line? Straight line only, no? Yes or no? Linear trigonometry is used. Okay, you have to be careful, right? Linear trigonometry. So actually this trigonometry English word also, it was not there in English. This is also came from Sanskrit, right? Trikonamiti, right? So that where you are discussing about which one? This one. Yes, na? Trikona, right? What is it? Many brother, brata, right? Mother, mata, right? Like that. Many words are there from English. Yes. I don't speak. I can understand little bit. Yeah. Because every Indian can understand Sanskrit na, because half of this language, if you just know, half of the words are taken from Sanskrit only, right? Whatever the language, Indian language you consider, right? If you know Indian language, definitely you know Sanskrit, definitely, right? Linear trigonometry is used, right? Yes, linear trigonometry is used, right? Yes, plumb line is parallel to each other. Yes, absolutely, right? That is what we'll consider. Okay, don't worry, those points we'll write. And what is another important point we have to write in this plane survey? Yes, like civil is ancient Sanskrit. Yes, civil engineering is the basic engineering of all engineering. Yes, no? So tell me, when you are considering this, if you just observe, already I think it is written. One sec, let me check this in this table. I have written in this table or not, I am checking. Yeah, okay, here I have written. Okay, no need to write it here, right? Okay, don't worry, I am not writing here, right? Because writing the same point 2 times 3 times, it is not required, na? Yes or no? Right. So effect of earth curvature is not considered, then you can go for, you can call it as this plane surveying. And which one we are using, right? Linear trigonometric principles are only we are using here, you can say it like that. Is it clear? Everybody noted? All of you noted this? Once noted, tell me, I'll try to move forward. Done? Nothing is there here. This one, if you just observe, this is a plane surveying example, right? Don't draw this. Okay, don't draw this, right? Just an example, right? Whatever the map you are preparing, right? This is your country highway, right? Road, and this is some building, and this is some map, right? This is some boundary you are having, right? Yes, na? So that is what you are preparing. So this is an example of your which one, this plane surveying, right? So we'll be using it for smaller areas or larger areas. We'll be using it for this smaller areas only, no? Yes or no? We'll be using it for this smaller areas only, right? This is your plane surveying, you can say, right? Now second one, geodetic surveying, right? ये क्या है? Geodetic surveying क्या है? Curvature of this earth is considered or curvature of this earth is not considered, you can say. Curvature of this earth is considered in this or curvature of this earth is not considered, right? Curvature of earth is absolutely considered, na? Curvature of this earth is considered. Curvature of this earth is considered, right? So now tell me here, what is the actual shape of this earth, everyone? What is the actual shape of this earth, all of you? Yes, actual shape of earth is what? Anyone tell me? What is the actual shape of this earth? That is oblate spheroid. You can call it as which one? Oblate spheroid. Or what is another one? You can say geoid. What is a geoid, oblate spheroid? You can say, everyone. Is it exactly a sphere or it is not exactly a sphere? You can say it is exactly a sphere or it is not exactly a sphere. It is not exactly a sphere, na? Yes or no? So now, like tomato or onion, if you just observe tomato or onion, if you just observe, what is it? You can say here this horizontal dimension. Let us say this is your x equator wala, and this is your poles wala. Why? Right now, tell me which one is higher generally. The x is greater than this y, na? Spherical shape only you are having, but it is not exactly sphere, right? But so which one is higher? One dimension, one side dimension is higher than the other side dimension, na? This is your which one? This is a geoid or this oblate spheroid, you can say, right? X is greater, na? So equator side is greater or polar side is greater for Earth? Equator wala east west connecting wala side is greater or polar north south connecting wala is greater? Equator wala is greater, na? Yes or no? Equator wala is greater, you can say it like that. Is na? Got the point? And now tell me, कौन सा वाला trigonometry use कर सकते हैं इधर हमने? Which type of trigonometric principles will be using here? Linear trigonometry use कर सकते हैं क्या और spherical trigonometry we can use? Spherical trigonometry is considered, na? Yes or no? Spherical trigonometry will be used, you can say. अरे यार, one second. Spherical trigonometry is considered, no? Absolutely. Spherical trigonometry is considered, right? How can you represent this spherical trigonometry, everyone, if you just observe? Whenever you are considering this spherical trigonometry means, right, what is it? You can say here you are having this sphere, and whenever these 3 points are there, right, how can you join these 3 points? You can say, everyone. How can you join these 3 points? You can join these 3 points exactly by means of this straight line, or by means of which one you can join? By means of this spherical line we can join. Is it a straight line or it is a spherical line? It is not a straight line, it is a spherical line you are having, na? Following the earth curvature, na? Yes or no? Following the earth curvature or not? Yes, absolutely. Whenever it is a linear trigonometry means, suppose 3 points are there. Suppose if these 3 points are there, and how can you join these 3 points? You can just join these 3 points by means of this straight lines only, right? Like that. Got the point? Linear trigonometry में straight lines से हम points को connect कर सकते हैं, और spherical trigonometry में straight line से joint कर सकते हैं और spherical line से joint कर सकते हैं. Spherical line से joint कर सकते हैं ना spherical trigonometry में, is ना? Got the point? Understood the difference, everyone? Spherical trigonometry and this linear trigonometry. Understood, everyone? Spherical and this linear trigonometry. Right. So now coming to this, right? This is 11th slide, you can say. So this is the shape of this earth, you can say, right? Is it clear, everyone? What is the shape of this earth? And now tell me here, if you just observe अभी हम क्या consider कर रहे हैं इधर? These are the 3 points, right? So 3 points rahe to these are the 3 points you can say. Generally we think of joining them how? Whenever it is a linear trigonometry means we'll just join like this, okay, by means of this green color one, right? It's not linear trigonometry, right? It is forming a triangle, right? Linear triangle it is. And now whenever it is a spherical triangle, right, how this spherical triangle is formed? So you observe this point, right? This is the first point you consider, this is the second point you consider, this is the third point you consider. How these points are joined? Following the earth surface, it will be a straight line or it will be a curved line. Following the earth shape, if you are drawing a line between these 2 points, it is a straight line or it is a curved line. अभी कौन सा वाला line होता है इधर? Possible होता है, curved line ही possible होता है ना? And join these 2 points, if you just observe following the earth shape, this is a curved shape, curved line or straight line? Curved line only, no? Here also this is your curved line only, no? So now following the earth shape, so if you are following the earth shape exactly, line कैसा होता है, right? Line ऐसा होता है ना? Curved line ऐसा होता है ना? This is your which one? This is spherical triangle. Got the point? Got the point, Abhi? The difference between this linear triangle, linear trigonometry, and this spherical trigonometry. Got the point, everyone? Understood? Right. Shall I move? So whenever you are considering this straight distance or different distances, right, it is different, na? So if you just using this blue color line means that is by considering which one this is geodetic, na? If you are using this blue color for calculating the distance between these 2 points A and C means this is your geodetic, you can say, right? Curved distance we are using means that is geodetic, right? Suppose if you are using this red color line means that is a straight distance we are measuring, right? What does it mean? That is by considering this plane survey or that is by considering this geodetic survey? That is by considering this plane survey, na? Got the point, everyone? The difference. Plane survey means this is a straight one. We'll assume that earth is like a flat. Yes, no, earth is a flat member, you will assume, like a flat member you assume, and you calculate the distance. That is plane survey. You consider the original shape of this earth, that is your geodetic survey. Okay, like that. Got the point? When what is the difference between this geodetic and this plane survey? Main difference. Got it, everyone? Right. Now this difference between that geodetic and this plane survey, if you just observe, this table difference table you can write it. Plane survey means the earth surface is considered as this plane surface, is not? This is the first point. Earth surface is considered as the plane surface. So the yes you note karna hai, right? Whatever I have written now, you have to note it everything definitely. Okay, whatever I am writing or whatever it is present on the slides, you have to note it definitely, right? These diagrams, okay, these difficult diagrams don't draw them because for them you require, it is not required, right? These kind of diagrams you can draw. It's not these linear diagrams, but points also whatever they are present in the slides, you have to note down them definitely. Earth surface is considered as this plane surface, na? Then the distance between them will be straight. Geodetic surveying, the surface of this earth is considered as a curved surface. Therefore, the distance between them will be A and B will be, or the shape of this line between this A and B will be curved shape, you can say. It's not? Second point. Curvature of the earth is ignored here in the plane surveying. Second point under this geodetic is what? Curvature of the earth is taken into account definitely. Third point. Line joining the any two stations is considered to be straight. It's not? Line joining, the line joining any two stations is considered as spherical. It's not spherical line, not the straight line. Fourth one. The triangle formed by any 3 points is considered as a plane triangle. Here in the geodetic surveying, the triangle formed by which one? The triangle formed by any 3 points is considered as spherical triangle, right? Right. Next, fifth one, the angle of these triangles are considered as plane angles. So whenever it is a plane triangle or linear triangle, we'll consider which one? Plane triangle or this linear triangle. We'll consider this angles also linear, na? Yes or no? Angles also linear angles or plane angles only we'll consider, na? So this one, plane triangle means that this is how it will be formed, you can say. Spherical triangle means this is how it will be formed, everyone, isn't it? Got the point? The angles of the triangles are considered as plane angles, and this fifth point is what? Angles of the triangle are considered as spherical angles. You can say it like that, isn't it? Spherical angles, you can say, right? This point is very, very important at that 6th point. When it is carried out, when we have to go for this plane survey, these are carried out for a small area lesser than 250 square kilometer, right? Or sometimes it will be given as this 260 square kilometer also. Okay, 260 kilometer square or this 250, right? Whether they are giving 250 or 260, both will be answer, right? Yes, na? No, we don't have any problems on this geodetic survey. We don't have any problems on this geodetic survey. Okay, right. This is 6 point, right? What is it? You can say when it is carried out for. So this is for this small areas, plane survey, and geodetic survey for this small areas, or it is for large areas. Geodetic survey, no, for ESE also the problems on this geodetic survey are not there. Okay. So this geodetic survey will be for small areas or for large areas generally. This geodetic survey will be generally useful for this large areas, no? Listen, greater than 250 kilometer square, or you can also write it as this 260 kilometer square, right? Actually, if you just observe, this is the old specification, right? So this is a 250 or this a 260 square kilometer area lesser than 260 square kilometer or lesser than 250 square kilometer area, use the plane surveying. Greater than this, use the geodetic surveying. This is specification down this table, and I'll be writing that point as note in the next slide. You can see it's not. Yeah, yes, Jack Sparrow. That is 195.5, 196, right? That point I'll be writing. Yes, don't worry. 195.5, 195, 196. Okay, don't worry. I'll be writing that point. Don't worry. That is a new specification. That is a new specification you have to use, right? When we are studying now, that 260, 250 was only there, but at present it is updated as which one? This 195 or 196 or any value in between this 195 and 196. Okay, you have to be careful. Note down this and tell me. I'll be writing that new specification in the next slide as a note point. Okay. See, if nothing is mentioned, which one we have to use by default? Old specification or new specification we have to use by default? By default, if nothing is mentioned, we have to use this new specification, right? So some examinations like state examinations, still they are following the old specification only. There we cannot do anything. Okay. We have to follow the old specification. Note it and tell me, everyone. Once this table is noted, tell me. Done, everyone? Noted, all of you? Others also noted this table? Clear now? These points are clear, right? Anyone having any doubt in these points? Okay, note it and tell me. Anyone having any doubts in our discussions up to this? Right. Note down this table. 5th point. Yeah, what is your doubt? Tell me. The angles of this triangle are considered as this plane angles, right? So what is that a plane angle? You can see if you just observe and see this angle. So if you consider na, what are these angles, right? This angle, and this angle are plane angles only, no? Yes, no? And here if you are just observing na, right, the angle between them will be what? These angles are which one? This is spherical angles, right? If you just observe, so when you consider them na, straight line, these are the two straight lines, angle between them is direct plane angle, right? But if you consider this is spherical triangle lines na, one line is like this and one line is like this, right? The angle between them, got the point? Those are your spherical angles, right? Those are not the linear or plane angles na. Got the point, Missy? How they are? Yeah, I'll write that Sachin, right? So in the next slide I'll be writing that new update, Sachin, don't worry. That is what I am waiting, right? Until you are noting, I am waiting. Once everybody noted, tell me. I'll move forward and write that new specification. Yeah, I'll be writing that new specification, right? 15th slide you can say. So इसके बाद close करेंगे हमने. So what is it you can say here? As per new specifications, as per this new specifications, classification of this surveying as plane and geodetic, right? As which one? This is a plane and this is geodetic. Sorry, geodetic. Plane and this is geodetic. Is referred based on how much area? An area based on an area of how much? What is it you can say? 195 square kilometer, right? 195 square kilometer or 196 square kilometer or any value in between them, right? 195.5 also, right? You can say, is not? Is it clear, everyone? So that is about this first primary classification of the surveying, right? So this is the primary classification of the surveying, right? We'll be having the secondary classifications also. So we'll see all this secondary classification and this scales in tomorrow's class, you can say. Okay, don't worry, we'll be discussing the remaining classifications and scales and shrinkage and everything we'll discuss in tomorrow's class. Okay, up to 10:30. Why? Note it, everybody. Note it and tell. I'll wait, don't worry. Anyone having any doubts? See, one more thing I'm telling you. If today's class are there, if today's class doubts are there, tomorrow just before, right? Just before starting the class, you have to ask yesterday's class doubts, and when class is going on, you ask the doubts of the discussions only, right? When class is going on, you ask the doubts of this discussion, and whatever the topic I am discussing, whatever the part I am discussing, you ask the doubts of that only. And doubts of this previous class you ask in the starting of this class or you ask in the ending of this class, so that what will happen, our main focus will not be disturbed now. Suppose if I am discussing about this chain survey and you are asking about this classification of the survey, so what will happen, entire class will get disturbed now, is that no? That is why in the starting you ask or in the ending you ask, okay, previous classes doubts or previous topics doubts. When in between subject is going on, so they themselves will be going on. Surveying, okay, yeah, it is GATE second paper also, it is there na. GATE second paper also, that advanced surveying is there fully. So don't worry, we'll try to plan something for that. Actually, in the old one na, recent full length course, I have given the links of that, right? I have given the links for that, right? I have given the links for that, you can say. Okay, Satish, I have given the links for that, but that too GATE and ES